Hi, I'm Mike Rahaley, PPTA professional, and today Gene Kempner and I are going to be bringing you another installment of our instructional videos, and I'll turn it over to Gene to let you know what we're going to be talking about today.
We're going to be focusing on the situations that you could create for offensive opportunities off your deep lobs and the adjustments you have to make when you do lob short. And we're going to show you the good and the bad. When you lob short is obviously a bad thing, and the opponents could take advantage of that. So we're going to show you the slash overheads and the rolling topspin overheads. And we will also look at the positioning of the teammates up at net and how one teammate can help another teammate out when he's in trouble. What we're watching now is a regular match play situation with 2 up and 2 back, and the team in the backcourt is looking to set up some driving opportunities, hitting higher and deeper lobs.
In this next sequence, you'll see the backcourt team using a defensive shot, the lob, to set up offensive opportunities. And as that lob forces the hitter beyond the service line to hit their overhead, you'll make a strong shift. And you'll notice there that Gene has lobbed that backhand, that deep overhead that was hit to his backhand. And even though we made an offensive shift, we didn't have the right drivable ball, and we tossed up a lob, and we lived to fight another day.
When one of us hits a great lob, the tendency of the person hitting the overhead is to hit that overhead too hard sometimes. In this situation, his overhead will come hard off the back screen, which gives me an optimum driving opportunity. When you and your partner are up at net, your main priority is to hit your overheads in places that your opponents cannot attack the ball. So if you're looking to hit to the backhand side of the deuce court player, and your chief priority is hit your overheads nice and deep.
Another example of when a player is forced to play the ball in the front court, you'll see where I run up and drive the ball, and Gene moves to the center of the court to provide the coverage in the back court. In case the ball gets by me, he's there to throw the lob up, and then we both recover.
So you'll notice in this sequence how the backcourt teams hit up a great lob and shifted over, setting up their forehands. Now you'll notice where's the responsibility of that person who's driving the ball. Who should he hit it to? Usual recommendation is hit it at the person who hit the overhead, who was the person who was off the net.
In the role of the net player, as my partner's hitting the overhead, you'll notice that I'm not moving back with Gene to hit the overhead. I'm taking the responsibility of covering as much of the court as I can if it is driven, and defensively stepping over to block the ball and take it away from Gene, giving him time to recover back to the net. Well, we've addressed the defensive nature of the overheads when we're forced off of the net. In the next sequence, you're going to see numerous short lobs that allow the net team to step forward and hit their attack overheads, and using the various overheads such as the slash or the rolling overhead. You should see that the backcourt team is now forced into positions where they're extremely defensive and giving shorter and shorter lobs.
It's very important to realize that you should only try and hit the attacking or the slash overheads off inferior and or short lobs.
In this next little frame, you'll see that the role of the player not hitting the overhead, that you see that Gene is covering for me as I drop back to hit the overhead. He's anticipating the drive coming back to me and a step to his left to defend and pick that drive off. Well, thank you for joining us on behalf of the PPTA. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'd like to thank Gene Kempner and also Dane Schmidgall and Greg O'Neill. See you next time.